Hi there! Are you finding moving through change confusing and discombobulating? Are you finding that this time, as we are moving into the new consciousness, quite confusing and scary? If so, then this program is for you. Hi, my name is Reena, and I am the author of the Radiant Light series, comprising of Shrouded Truth, the Magdalene Lineage, and Divine Consciousness. 2,000 years ago, during the time of Jesus, there was a big shift in consciousness where people moved from the age of Aries to the age of Pisces. Today, we are also going through a big shift in consciousness where we are moving from the age of Pisces to the age of Aquarius. But not only that, we have moved through all the 12 zodiac ages and we are starting a new rotation. That is happening now. This only happens every 26,000 years. So what we're going through now, the change that we're going through now, is monumental and is unprecedented. And so what we're seeing is a lot of confusion. We're seeing a lot of changes in the external world from a macro perspective as well as from an individual perspective. You can see the shifting of the geopolitical systems. You can see the shifting of geophysiological systems. You can see the shifting of economic systems. I mean, there are just changes everywhere. But we can also see changes at an individual level. You might see changes in relationships, changes in jobs, changes in where you live. Things just feel like they're being uprooted. And all that's happening is that we are going through a shift in consciousness. Change can be quite uncomfortable. It can be quite discombobulating. But we can move through change with calm, ease, and grace. And this is what this 12-week meditation program is about. It's about helping us transition to the new consciousness by embodying our divine consciousness. And this particular program has been inspired by my third book, Divine Consciousness. In this 12-week program, you are going to be getting one meditation a week with one corresponding introductory video per week. The meditation and the program has been designed to help you embody your divine consciousness to move through change to the new consciousness. So why am I looking at anchoring ourselves to our divine consciousness as we move through change? Our divine consciousness holds our authentic resonance. It holds who we truly are. As we are being bombarded by high vibrational energy that is bringing down the structures of the external world, we can then anchor to what is real, which is our authentic resonance, our divine consciousness. But because we have had so much dependence and so much attachment to the external world, we have disconnected ourselves from our authentic resonance. So the first 6 weeks of meditations will help us anchor ourselves to our divine consciousness. We do that by first healing any wounds of our heart by improving relationships. When we hold a wound within ourselves, it is so difficult to access our divine consciousness because we will be only focused on the wounds and how the external world triggers those wounds. So the first thing we have to do is release the wounds and heal them. When we can do that, then we move to the second meditation, which is about love and compassion, where we can then send out pure love and compassion and see people through loving and compassionate eyes and see ourselves with loving and compassionate eyes. And then the third week, we move to receiving pure unconditional love from a divine source. For a lot of us, it's very easy to give love, but it's so difficult to receive love. So this is a very powerful meditation to help us really receive the unconditional love. Then we move towards enhancing our confidence. This meditation will help us feel confident, will help us see our own self-worth, will help us value ourselves. Once we can love ourselves unconditionally and receive that love after healing our wounds, then we can see our worth. Once we see our worth, then we go to the next meditation, the fifth meditation, which is about infusing ourselves with joyous abandon. When we do that, we shift our own vibrations. The vibrations of the unconditional love and the joyous abandon will keep us at the vibrations of the new consciousness. And then we can go to the sixth meditation, which is embodying our divine consciousness, truly anchoring to our authentic resonance so that we can move into the new consciousness, living our authentic lives, expressing ourselves authentically, expressing our authentic truths, making choices that are fully in resonance with our divine consciousness. Once we do that, then we move to the second half of the meditation program, where we will look at manifesting and then moving through change. As part of the manifestation program, the 7th week we will look at peace and relaxation. Why? Because we are currently living our lives in survival mode. And so what we need to do to be able to manifest as accurately and as effectively as possible is to be in a state of peace and relaxation. Once we find that state, because we are fully immersed in our divine consciousness resonance, we can then move to the next step, which is gratitude and feeling abundant. When we are grateful for what we have, we are prosperous. When we cannot see what we have, then we are in a state of lack. So the meditation in the 8th week will help us be grateful for what we have. And when we do that, we shift ourselves again to a state of being abundant and prosperous. In this state, we are at the ideal vibration of manifesting, which is the meditation of the 9th week, manifestation. And this would work so effectively because you are in the vibration of unconditional love. You have totally anchored to your authentic resonance. You have totally anchored to your divine consciousness, which then infuse you with your authentic resonance, and then you can manifest according to your authentic resonance. So as you move into the new consciousness, you can manifest your life that is in accordance to your resonance. And because you can create your life in the new consciousness, it is not so frightening because you know what you are creating. And then once we have finished the manifestation program, then we can go to the last quarter of the program, weeks 10, 11, and 12. In week 10, we will look at protection. As we are moving into the new consciousness, we are moving away from the familiar to the unfamiliar. And so many people will go with the faith and hope that they are whole and complete. Some people may need a little bit of added support of protection, and this meditation gives that. Then we go to the 11th week of enhancing our energy. The process of change is an energetic one. It takes a lot of energy as we shift into the new consciousness. So this meditation gives that extra support of bioenergy to help us make that change, to help us make that transition. And then we go to the last meditation, which is moving through change with grace. This meditation gives you all the support to be able to make that change, to empower us to make that change. This program will be drip fed to you every week. So when you sign up, you won't get all 12 meditations at the one time, because you really need to do each meditation and infuse yourself with each meditation as you go along. It is highly recommended for you to do each meditation 3 to 5 times a week. And the next week you will get the next meditation, and the next week you will get the next meditation. By doing so, you'll be able to take that step-by-step approach to transitioning into the new consciousness by embodying your divine consciousness. I hope that you will enjoy this program, and I hope that you will take this journey with me. I look forward to it. For more information, just click that button below.